What is up, YouTube? Justin back here with another Dev Diary video update, and I've actually been kind of chomping at the bit to do this one for the last week or so because last week they released the Amending Africa, and in fact it was so good that people have already asked, am I going to do the Amending Africa Dev Diary? Yes, I am, because that one is really awesome and is probably arguably, and very much in my opinion, the best thing to come out of this DLC right here. Oh my goodness. But first, we're actually going to start with this week's because it's super short and super easy. Your person can now, if this thing loads, there we go, can now be fat or skinny or emaciated or any of those things as like a temporary trait according to their lifestyle choices. So, if your guy's a glutton, for example, he's probably going to be fat. If your person's malnourished or actually it says in a monastic order, you'll lose weight, and your portrait will change accordingly. So there you go. Your person won't randomly have a double chin. Now it actually depends on how their lifestyle choices are. So there you go. Fun little fact. Now your person doesn't have to always have like a weird fat face when they're like, you know, war focus and working out all the time, which I always thought was silly. Okay, anyway, off to Africa, because again, this is what I wanted. So they've been changing up all the map areas. So they, you know, fixed up Russia in the northeast. They fixed up Italy and stuff like that. They've done all this fun stuff. They fixed up Africa in a way that I don't think they've done since they started the game. So first things first, they did what they did everywhere else. They broke up. Wow, my internet speed is slow if that took forever to load. They broke up all the territories. Also, they put a little mountain range there, which I don't think that's always been there. Anyway, if it has been, whatever. But they've broken up the territories. So, like in, what is this? The city's called Marrakesh. I can't remember. The Maghreb region. I'm just going to call that. They've broken up all the territories up here. They've broken them up straight through Africa. It's great. Actually, oh, there it is. Mauritania has been renamed to Maghreb. So there you go. So now they've had a name change. I think Maghreb is a little bit better. They have an achievement that requires you to know where the Maghreb region is. So I think that's important. They've also broken the Arabian Empire down, which I have been dying for who knows how long. I know why it sprawls across Africa, but I'm really glad that it no longer sprawls across Africa. Instead, there is now the Empire of Maghreb, which includes Africa, Maghreb, I guess. It's not Mauritania anymore. And I think they've added a couple other kingdoms in that area, but I didn't see that anywhere. But mostly, one of the big things they were trying to do is right here it even says it, make North Africa stronger than before. They've added holdings and things like that. They've also broken up the sea region now, so you can't just holy war over here as a European nation. No more France and Italy deciding to holy war Africa because they're bored and they feel like it. Now they actually have to get much closer. So I frankly really enjoy that. So just to sum up real quick, couple new kingdoms up north, a whole new empire up north, and they've fixed the holy war problem and blown up a bunch of provinces. So the big one, good old Mali, they have fixed up Mali real good. So the first thing you'll notice is multiple colors. I think they've broken it into 4 kingdoms? 3 kingdoms. Ghana, Songhai, and Mali. So the Empire of Mali is no longer the Kingdom of Mali, which is just, you know, also the Empire. It's just a different title. So, I'm glad they fixed that. They've also, okay, you've noticed this little spot here. You know, this little spot here. Let's see if it shows up here. They've added a whole new region down here in Africa. They've added, I'm just going to keep scrolling. They've added the region of Chad and Niger and all that stuff. It's all here, finally. I think this goes all the way through the Sudan to Ethiopia, too, but I can't confirm that. I don't see it, but I think it would be... I think it'd be silly if they didn't just go ahead and connect it. I could see that making Ethiopia more dynamic, too. But they have expanded on Africa like nobody's business, and it's the best thing ever. I saw this last week, and I really did. I was dying. It was great. So, yeah, it's wonderful. I don't know how many kingdoms they got down here. I don't think they completely explained. I mean, you see a kingdom right here. And I'm sure... Oh, there it is. Sorry, I read this before. The area consists of 2 kingdoms, Hausaland and Kanem, 3 or 4 duchies respectively, forms the Empire of Kanem-Bornu. So there you go. It's the California region, actually. So I'm learning some new stuff today. Oh, it does. There it is. You'll be able to cross Africa through Ghana and Mali in the west, through the Sahara, through the Frisian corridor in the center, and finally through to Abyssinia, which is just wonderful. You can actually play in Africa and arise out of Africa as a superpower and go kill things. It's wonderful. I'm so happy they've done this because before you had absolutely no incentive of playing as Africa. Oh, and finally, they have remodeled the West Africa, or, sorry, the, it's called West African? They've remodeled the African religions. So that's new now. And now if you're following the African religions, these are what your little title banners look like. They've made it so it's not the stupid derpy Tingri banner. Now it is their own thing. They also have updated patron deities. They get some cool stuff now. Oh, that's what it is. It's now just simply African. So that you can include Chad in that region. So, but now that they've researched, it looks like a little bit more on their deities and things like that. And I am enjoying that. It might even make it reforming it mean a little bit more, which is also something I'm looking forward to. The last thing is, and you kind of see the gold mine here, there is a sub-Saharan trade route. So now this region can get economically wealthy if you control the trade through here. And it's completely fueled by your own improvements to the area. So you have to actually make, like, you can't just build trade routes. You have to actually, like, improve gold mines and make resources here available so you can, this trade route can actually function. You can't just, like, start the game, build a city on the trade route and be like, bam, I'm going to be rich. No, you actually have to fuel the trade route because unlike the one that goes from China, this one starts here. So they actually want you to be able to improve it and work on it and go from there. So this is Africa. As you can see down here, there are absolutely no negatives from anyone, which is amazing. There's always that one troll that likes to put a minus on things. Not even the troll could do it. This is the most wonderful thing they've done to this game in like the last while. Yeah, sure, they went and fixed Crusades and they've made some different holy orders and things like that. But fixing Africa, they needed to do that a long time ago. So I'm waiting for them to just, you know, say screw it and put the coastline down here. But they don't have to do that. Whatever. They've given us Africa. They've given us China. I don't know what else they're going to go for after this DLC. Now, it sounds like this is just a big hoopla to finish off their game. But we will see. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Again, the link for these dev diaries, it is in the description. You could also just copy it here, I guess. And yeah, I might, so just from the last response about wanting to do the Africa one, I might go back and do it once a week. It sounds like it's something that I can do once a week. It'd be pretty quick and easy. It might come out with another video that day still, just because it is so short, so just be aware of that. But I will look at doing it every week, because frankly, this isn't too hard to do, and I enjoy doing it anyway. So, anyway, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.